Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am a bit raspy this morning and the video cut short and I was running out of space on my phone. I cleared out a bunch of stuff, so hopefully I should be good to go. Welcome to Morning Motivation with Rob and your daily business type tips to help you excel, whatever you're doing in your professional career or whatnot, or stuff on the side. Today I want to talk about the importance of the phone and how underutilized it is even in the modern day era. Okay, so in school, people never get taught how to use the phone. I remember my first telemarketing gig when I lived back in the UK, and it was like selling, and you guys that are back in the UK can appreciate what I'm talking about, but selling like double glazing windows or double pane, windows and calling people. And I'd never done it before. I was very, very uncomfortable. But then when I came to America, and back in 2002, when I had my first business development type gig, I was very uncomfortable at first, but then you know what? I got really addicted to it and I really enjoyed communicating over the phone. And so this video, I want to talk about 3 effective tips and stages to help your phone system and build rapport. So like I said, people in school never really get taught how to do this type of stuff, and they don't get taught how to effectively communicate over the phone. And the phone is the most important thing you can use, bar none. Social media is good, but there are less people making phone calls, which will set you across from the pack. So one of the most effective communication tools, out there, which in the end, we always learn from other people's mistakes, and which will cost you time and money in the long run, as we should be learning from their successes. And so even in school, there's no telephone 101, there's no telephone 202, 202. They don't teach that type of stuff. So in this 3-part series, I want to teach you how to use the phone and have more self-confidence and set yourself apart from the pack, which is very important when talking to people on the phone. So it doesn't matter if you're selling a product, it doesn't matter if you're selling a service, or speaking to a friend. It doesn't really matter. If you're using it for your job, you'll walk away with some very powerful insights today that I truly believe can help you out and taking this to the next level. So technique number 1 I want to talk about is always use the person's first name, unless your job requires you to use their last name. And I suggest you use their first name. Now, the reason why you do not want to be using their last name, it makes you sound like a freaking telemarketer, like right off the bat, and it shows you're definitely a salesperson. You're not a professional. You ever get those like robocalls and they sound very, very scripted, and you don't understand a bloody word they're saying? They're all reading off a script. So using that last name definitely shows you're definitely a stranger. And if I heard someone calling me and using my last name, I would know they're a telemarketer right off the bat, and I'll probably like hang up. I've got a lot of calls, I made a lot of phone calls, I make a lot of phone calls every day. And so now, if you had a friend call you, or a business associate, or someone you do business with, they would probably call you by your first name, correct? Most of your friends call you by your first name, unless you're known for something else, and it's probably not a nice word. But it builds familiarity, and it builds rapport right off the bat. What about your family? They call you by your first name unless they call you by something else, So statistically, studies have shown that human beings are naturally more receptive and like to hear their first name. I mean, it's self-serving, as sad as it sounds, but people like to hear their own names for the most part, unless you used to get in trouble and they yelled your first name. You're like, oh. So it's still a very similar concept. If you're walking down the street and somebody heard and your name's John, and someone's like, John, you're gonna like turn around and see. So it's very similar in that respect. So if that was your first name, and it definitely demands attention, and really, it's really a difficult way to put it. another thing you could do is say their name a couple of times. Say, hi, John. Hey, John, hey, how's it going? You know, and just kind of like, you know, go from there. So you would say hi to John, and that would definitely build rapport right off the bat. So anyway, this is part 1 of 3 videos, and if you got any value out of it, give me a like, give me a share. I'm going to do 2 more parts. It will be tomorrow and the day after. And remember, get comfortable being uncomfortable. If you've never used a phone before, I highly suggest you do it, and call leads. I have a lot of people that I can give to you if you're looking to do something on the side. You know, making the videos are great, but you know, for you, on one of my videos, I did, you know, 1 is better than 0. So if you're not comfortable talking to a group of people, but you want an instant gratification, well, if you don't put in the effort, you won't get the results, and you're not going to deserve the results. So short-term pain for long-term gain overall will help you understand more stuff, and I don't need to explain. You know, you just have to go out there and make it happen. And you know, sometimes we beat ourselves up and by ourselves, and we really need to like get out of our own way. So get out of your own way, go ahead, make it happen, have a productive day. I'll do my other one, Business News Daily, later on, and we'll talk about how to be a strategic thinker, critical thinker, and a planner, and that will definitely help you out. So remember, nothing changes until something changes. It's not one apple. I'm sorry, it's not freaking seven apples on Sunday. It's an apple a day. Repetition will lead to results. Anyway, as simple as it sounds, a lot of people overlook that fact and they just don't make it happen. Anyway, see you guys on the flip side. Peace.